Thank you.
How does it feel to progress after beating the tournament favourite?
I think just progressing on its own. My record in this tournament obviously isn't good. To be honest with you, first set had a lot of consequences. You know, he was poor, I was poor, but to get through that, yeah, it's a good start, and I suppose every little helps, doesn't it?
As you mentioned, you haven't had much luck here, but that must give you some belief.
Yeah, I think after the first set, sort of started to get a rhythm and flow in the game and stuff, and then after that, I felt okay, you know. One of them things at the end, the 88, and you think yourself, got to hit it again. Otherwise, we're going to all, and then, you know, he's so good. I wouldn't have put it past him that he's going to hit a 9. You know, 160, 180, 161. So, yeah, just glad to get over the winning line, really.
The match ebbed and flowed. Did you ever feel like you just had momentum with you?
I don't know. I struggled first set, and he did. Didn't think, sort of like normal years, I probably stood up there and I thought to myself, well, it's another one what you've tried and it's not going to work, you know. But after that, the second set, I had a few decent legs, or a couple of decent legs in there, and then after that, I felt very solid on my own throw, you know. I think the 180, the 149, the 32, you know, 7 magic darts, all perfect, and yeah, just a bit of confidence coming in the next couple of days, really.
Congrats.
Thank you. Do you want this back?
Rob, congratulations. You touched on it there, that obviously you know your record in this tournament's not very good. Does that play on your mind coming into it, especially in a huge game against Luke?
No, not at all this year. Didn't practice, haven't picked a dart up since Pro Tours last week. Got to do Pro Tours, as we keep mentioning, you know what I mean? Get the ranking points, but no, not picked a dart up like I have pretty much all year, you know, just this new regime. And someone said to me earlier, he said, oh, how do you think you're going to get up? Like, how are you going to do up there? And I just said, I just want to find it. If I can find it and then I'm in the game, you know what I mean? I can produce good legs. It still feels a little bit alien, not going to lie, because it always does. But no, I suppose when the pressure was on, it was nice to hit a few trebles, hit a few doubles, you know. Double 18 treated me well tonight and all, up until I started pulling. But yeah, it's just nice to get a win all in general, you know. I probably ain't got words for it, because not my most favourite tournament in the world.
Well, you touched on the format being alien. The fact it was Luke's debut as well. For someone that has struggled with it, can you sympathise with him coming here on debut and not finding it?
I think the first set, yeah, maybe. But then I actually thought he was pretty decent after there, you know. It's one of them things. I walked in and I thought to myself, my first year, what I done. And I thought, I'll smash this. I can hit doubles, I can score, and I can hit double at the end. It's just easy, you know. And then you go up there and you play experienced campaigner like Steve Beaton, had me trousers pulled down and me bottom smacked. And that was 2 years in a row. And I think I'm still sore from there, you know, 8 years ago. But nah, for me, look, it's awkward. It's awkward. It's either I find it or I don't. And it's one of them things this year. I've not worried. I'm not defending anything off it, you know. Now, only disadvantage, I suppose, 2 years' time, I've got to defend the first round again.
Rob, many congratulations.
Cheers, Bill.
Rob, do you feel you're being overlooked at all in this tournament?
You watched me play for the last 8 years? No, it's one of them. Look, if I can find an happy medium in my head with it, because it is me, I think it's a great tournament. By the way, I think look, it's fantastic. It's different. It's not my kind of different. But look, a lot of players, they excel at it also. I seem to find it just takes all the things what I want to do away from me sometimes. It takes the power scoring away early, and you know, but the finishing I'm pretty good at, and you think that I pick the pieces up. But nah, for me, look, the tournament's brilliant. It's just my head. I don't want to play ball sometimes.
Talk me through the sort of the new regime for you, and what were the reasons behind switching to that?
I suppose, look, I've done this 8 years and I was always regiment with what I was doing through, I'd get back, I'd travel on a Monday so I wouldn't practice, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever days I was home I'd practice, and then I wouldn't practice on a Monday, you know. I actually had a bit of a repetitive strain for a while too, and I just thought to myself, you know, I need to stop this. And not only that, I think you look at the game and it actually ruled me. Instead of me saying to myself, oh, do you know what, believe in your ability, just believe in yourself, go out, do what you can do, and literally just be yourself, you know. Instead of telling myself that I've got to miss more hours with the family because I'm down the road practicing at Scotty's or wherever, you know. I think it's just opened a lot more avenues. Probably gives me 4 hours a day extra when I'm at home, so I can see my kids and do all them things, you know. And I suppose I feel more satisfied in life getting them kind of things because obviously we live for a busy schedule, you know.
Cheers, Rob.
Thank you.
Rob, you're here as a seed in the draw. What was your reaction when the draw came out and you saw that it was Luke Littler?
I've really not. I don't mean it rude to him because I think that he's a phenomenal. He's just, well, I'm going to use Michael's word actually. He is phenomenal, you know. I wasn't too bothered. If anything, yeah, I would have rathered it been a straight format because I thought myself at least, yeah, I can offer a little bit more, you know. No, but it all about me really. I didn't know what to expect or what version of me was going to turn up, and probably basing it in the last 7 years, it's not been a good version, you know. So I enjoyed that a little bit more to the end and got a bit involved in my checkouts, you know, got off well. So yeah, hopefully that sort of stays for the rest of the week, and then we never know.
How would you reflect on how the season's gone so far, and do you feel ready to really kick on now over the next couple of months?
I feel fresh. I've had a bit of time off. Back end, well, sort of like the middle, just past the middle of August, you know. I had 3.5 weeks, and usually I have 3.5 weeks off and never practice for it. I thought I'd come back and I'd just pick up where I was, and I probably noticed with my game that actually I was only there sort of 40-50% of the time with good legs, and then I wanted to have a few ropey ones. But probably in the last, I don't know, been building up for 3 or 4 weeks now, and I actually feel like the game's there now. I can do some damage, I can work with it, and it's back to sort of where it was maybe a few months ago, you know. I was in really good form there. It's one of them things, it's just life, isn't it? You can always bend down, pick nothing up, or you'll bend down and you'll pick something up. So, no, for me, I'm happy with it at the minute. The way I'm letting them go and everything is nice.
Cheers, Rob. Thank you.
Rob, we've spoken about your record here at the World Grand Prix, but how much is that down to the short format, and is it a relief that now it starts to extend and get a bit longer?
I'd like to sit here and probably say that. Obviously, I've done it twice before. Yeah, I've had some good sets, I've had some bad sets, you know. It's probably just on me, and this year I've not tried to practice it. I've not even really thought about it, to be quite frank with it. Isn't that? It's not one of them. I don't think it plays to my strengths sometimes. But then saying that, if I get it right, I can play the game. You know, it's just sort of like a catch-22 with it, really. But look, I'm positive with it. I'll come out and I'll play in a couple of days' time, and I'll give it everything what I've got. You know, I'm gonna plough everything what I can into it because look, ranking event, important tournament, great tournament if you can get on with it. But yeah, it's all about doing well and sort of keep building on that ranking. You know, going to be tight by the end of the year with all different stuff. So looking forward, you know what I mean, just to trying to get it right. And if I can do that and I can feel happy in myself and be happy with my form, I think I'll do damage in other tournaments coming up.
You mentioned that schedule there. Last year you had a great back end to the year, so many deep runs and big tournaments. Do you do anything differently when you know that you've got pretty much no gaps in the calendar to the World Championship?
No, not really. I can't. You know, I had all my gaps at the start of the year and I thought myself, I'll take this, I'll take that. I've left myself tight, obviously, on a Pro Tour, which I think I'm just in at the minute. I wouldn't change anything. I've enjoyed my time, but at the same time, I need to play everything now. It's the business end of the year and stuff, and I think it'll only benefit me, you know. I think as long as I qualify for minor, no worries, you know. If I get to all the TVs, that's what it's all about, and that's where you want to shine. Big stage, go out there and try and do some damage on the field, really.